Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Bela Ravikant of Metro Hospital. I'm a gynecologist and obstetrician in Metro Hospital. Today I'll be talking about tobacco and women health. This is a very important topic considering the fact that the trend of smoking among Indian women is increasing a lot these days. If I give you the statistics, in 2012 there were only 3.2% Indian women who were smoking, and in 2019 the percentage has increased to 12 to 15%. Now these figures are very disturbing because smoking, as you all know, can cause devastating problems, especially if women smokers increase. Industrial and developed nation, the studies conducted there have shown that the mortality rate among women who smoke is 90%. That is almost double, 90% more, almost double the mortality rate among the women who don't smoke. Now in India there is a increasing trend because of maybe there is less taboo attached to smoking these days. There is a corporate culture. Smoking has become more socially accepted, which is a very troublesome thing, and women have become financially independent, and of course there is work related stress. So all these things have increased the smoking to very high levels, and in men the smoking has kind of plateaued, but in women the trend is still increasing, which is creating problems. Now some of the problems every one of us knows which smoking causes. Lung cancer is directly related to smoking. Oral cancers, cancers of mouth, of throat, of voice box, larynx, of the food pipe, esophagus, and of course coronary obstructive airway disease, emphysema, bronchitis. All these problems are directly related to smoking. Apart from them, there are certain other problems which of course are found much more in smokers, like cancer of cervix, cancer of pancreas, cancer of kidney, cancer of urinary bladder, heart diseases, stroke, then there are peptic ulcer, then peripheral vascular diseases. So all these problems are there, but the problems which happen only in women because of smoking, and of which I am concerned, are those which are related to fertility. Now smoking, first of all, the chances of conception in women smoker become less. The infertility rate in women smokers is double the infertility rate in women who don't smoke. Then the chances of having a pregnancy in the tube, which is a very dangerous condition. The pregnancy is conceived in the fallopian tube. The chances of ectopic pregnancy are more in smokers. Then the chances of abortion, miscarriage, stillbirth, they are more in women smokers. Then during pregnancy, the smoking can cause harm to the baby in number of ways. The toxins, there are hundreds and thousands of toxins in the smoke of the tobacco, nicotine, carbon monoxide, and so many others, which can cause tissue damage to the baby and to the placenta. The babies, mostly the brain and the lung are affected, and there is more incidence of cleft lip, cleft palate in the baby. If the placenta gets affected, of which there is quite a chance, then there are chances of placental abruption. The placenta separates from the uterus, causes bleeding, and that is also a very dangerous condition. There is bleeding and there is no way to treat it. We only have to deliver the baby, whatever the stage of pregnancy. Chances of placenta previa, that is, the placenta gets implanted on the lower end of the uterus, the mouth of the uterus, and again causes dangerous bleeding. Then there are chances of early premature rupture of membranes, preterm labor, and of course there is growth retardation. The babies which are born to the mothers who are smoking are at least 200 to 250 grams smaller than the non-smoker mothers. And small or growth retarded babies and preterm babies will ultimately have problems in the early infancy, like low immunity, infections, delayed milestones. Then there are problems in breastfeeding. Breastfeeding, milk production is much less in smokers. Then there is a syndrome which is called sudden infant death syndrome, where the baby less than 1 year of age suddenly dies, usually during sleep, and there is no known cause. And the incidence of SIDS, it's called sudden infant death syndrome, is at least 3 times more in smoking mothers than non-smokers. So then there is one more important problem of, if you are giving oral contraceptives to women, it is very important that they are non-smokers. Smokers and oral contraceptives can increase the risk of heart disease by 20 to 40 fold, which is very high. Then there are, other than that, there have been so many studies which show that the children born to smoker mothers have got issues, diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, chest problems, developmental growth, attention deficit disorder. So I would say that female smoking should really, women are, men are supposed to be physically stronger, but women are mentally tougher. So I would really advise all the women to, all it takes to quit smoking is mental strength. And well, it can be done, and as sooner the better. But during pregnancy, of course, smoking is really dangerous. So my advice would be that, we have a society, if we were to have a society which would judge people by maybe the strength of character and the happiness levels, then, but it's otherwise. If you judge by your maybe the degrees or the amount you earn, so much stress is there these days. The current generation faces so much of peer pressure, the social media, the work stress, the stress to perform. So I think they come down to all these addictions. But my advice would be to really not get into all of that and find your moment of inspiration and quit smoking. Thank you.